Hello, everyone. Well, what you have here is my thought process and modification. Um, my complaint on this Sparrow's tool is that it's too thick. I mean, it's not thick enough for the disc, and it may not be wide enough. And I was thinking, my first thought was a wooden popsicle stick and put it on top of the head and then super glue it or epoxy it there. But wood, would wear down. Wood would wear down. So then I thought, how wide is a broken pick? Perfect. So I just took a pair of diagonal cutters. Not these particular ones. These are a little bit small, but a little bit bigger. Cut them. Then I very carefully elevated this thing up so that if any excess super glue would come over. I also use tweezers. You want to make sure you use tweezers and not your fingers because super glue likes to stick to stuff. I thought of this because many times when we needed a fixture when I was bending metal and stuff, when I worked at Ratco, we would we would find where we need to stop stuff, and on a metal table, we would use super glue to mount the stuff there, temporarily. And when you needed to get rid of it, you just take a solid piece of metal and pow, you knock the thing off the table. No problem. Well, with this thing, you're either gonna, get in. I looked at ejector pins; they were kind of expensive. And none of them seem to be really small enough. This is like 1.4 millimeter shaft, and a lot of them are like 2.8 and stuff like that. Ejector pins are pins that are used, steel pins and stuff used to knock out injection molded parts and stuff in plastic. So anyways, I think this solution will work, and I've got to let this sit for a little bit, even though it's ready in about an hour. Now I expect this thing to eventually, fall off, and I just, we'll put another one in there. But I think it's really going to enhance it. And I still have the little small head that comes with the, you get two heads. So basically you can modify one. And this is a simple modification. You just take a small drop of super glue. Now my super glue cap would not come off, and I was starting to twist it, so I just cut another end and made an end for my super glue, because otherwise I was going to throw that tube away. And then you just take a very small drop and you put it in there, and with the tip of your broken pick, you kind of like move it around, and then when you get ready to place your piece up there, you take your tweezers and you drop it on there, and then you kind of align it, either side. You make sure it's all straight. And I was going to put I'm still going to put it in there in case it drops down, but I was going to put this pick in here. I don't know if I should. It's staying up right now. I was going to put something in there to keep, because if you get any excess that drips off, you don't want it to come in here and basically weld the tip head to the tool. I mean, you could probably break it off, but anyways. If this works out all right, I'll either keep using super glue, or I might just, make an epoxy head where it's steel reinforced epoxy head. But anyways, that's the way it looks. Let me see if I can get this guy to zoom in. It's not sticking out too much. Looks like it's a little off center. You see that? Oops, sorry. Forgot I was zoomed in. Get over here and focus you. That's what I need to focus on. Anyway, let's look at it from the top up here. Focus, please, focus. Doesn't like to focus much. Oh, because it's maximum zoomed in, that's why. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see how it's kind of like the lower right-hand corner sticking out a little bit? I checked that piece with the tool, and there's plenty of room. I mean, looking at the keyway, there was plenty of room in there, both with width and length, to add one of those. So hopefully it's going to work out. I've got another one delivered in the mailbox. One of these, I don't know if it'll be ready to go to work right away. I want to give it at least a couple of hours to set. Make sure it's good and solid. Because it's going to get some torque to it. You know, some lateral torque. Not super strong. That's why I say I don't think you need to have to worry about tack welding it or spot welding it or anything like that. If you get a strong enough glue on there, it should work. Oh, well, enough rambling about this.